everybody, it's Jewelyn and my grandma Janet. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, California, and welcome to one of my favorite series on the channel, Jewelyn's Collective. Now, I broke 500 episodes this week, which is really cool and exciting and such a big chapter in my planting life. So sure. I'm really happy about that. In today's video, on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon, it's like perfect here in Santa Monica. It's the beginning of July. I'm here for 3 days for work and to film for the channel, and I thought I'd go ahead and do another collective video. So in today's video, which I've been talking about it for a while on the channel, I wanted to talk about my senecios, which I want to say I gathered all of them. But I know when I did my previous collective videos, I did find other different babies after that I felt bad that I missed out on. So hopefully I gathered them all today. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my Senecio collection. I think most of them do live inside of my patio. I think I have one that's living inside of my home, but for the most part, my Senecios do live in my patio. I'm gonna do my best to talk about the first baby that I got up until my current baby. I think that's always fun for me to kind of go over my plants that way. Here's the first Senecio that I want to talk about, and this is my beautiful string of bananas. You see this hanging on my succulent shelf in my patio, and this is actually my second time purchasing this plant. My original one was really full and living in my home above my sink, and I don't know what happened. It didn't do good. So this is my second one. Half of it died, and this is what's left of it. But as you can see, it's making a comeback, and all of this is new growth. When I originally bought this string of bananas, I want to say it was maybe this long here, and then all of this is new growth. So as I was gathering my babies for this collective video, I told my grandma, you know what, because of how well this plant is doing, and as you can see on the top, there's not much happening here, it's not a full plant, it's just gonna be a perfect time for me to go ahead and propagate my string of bananas. So stay tuned for an upcoming propagation video. There's a lot of aerial roots here, so I can easily make cuts and then fill up the planter. So I think that's gonna be a fun project for this one. I didn't want to take from it like too soon, but I think this is like the perfect time. Yeah. Now that it's really long. Grandma, what do you think about this string of bananas? And you see my original one. It was really full.
Yeah, but we'll have to give this one a chance.
Yes. And I have it in a terracotta planter. I did spray this white. I know a bunch of you mentioned that I can go ahead and DIY my pots and spray them white to match my aesthetic. This is one of them. But I think, yes, in the upcoming future, I would probably like to take maybe this whole bottom section here, propagate it, and then fill it up in the planter here. So that's one thing you can do with your plants. If they are full on the top, you can easily take the trails and cut them and fill them up. So here is a little fun update of my string of bananas. This is probably one of the more common Senecios that you see in retail spaces. I don't suggest keeping it inside. I think they do better outside. But really, guys, like, take a look at how long this trail is. It's so stunning. And I've had this now ever since I lived in this home. So about 2 years I've had this string of bananas, and this is my second purchase string of bananas. I believe I got this Senecio in Las Vegas. So very fun update and tons of growth on this plant baby. Here's a really fun update on my string of pearls. Now, this is a very common Senecio. Pretty much I see this Senecio pretty often no matter where I am, whether it's in a retail space or at a farmer's market, flea market. This is a very common Senecio, but I didn't want to purchase it big. I wanted to start off small. I believe I got this one from Pasadena Rose Bowl Flea Market. And originally, I think the trails were probably up to here. So all of this is new growth, which is really fun to see. I have it in an ice cream planter, which I want to say now has been in my collection. This particular Senecio, I want to say since last year. So it's a fun plant to watch it grow and see the trails come through. This lives on my Tiffany blue table with the rest of my Senecios. Grandma, what do you think about the string of pearls? Do you like seeing it grow on me, or do you want me to get a larger plant?
Oh no, I like to see it grow on you. Yeah, they're fun to look at and happy knowing that you're doing a good job.
Yeah. because this plant you can purchase in like a 6 or 8 inch pot and get it big right away. I know Carrie has a bunch of string of pearls and she said that she was struggling with hers, but I decided to go with the smaller baby for the string of pearls to see it grow on me. Again, if I wanted to, I can pick this up in a 6 inch pot and have a big baby right away, but it's just kind of fun to see it grow on me and hanging out with the rest of my Senecios on my Tiffany blue table. And I believe this baby, I probably picked it up for under $5, maybe around $4, which is like the going rate for a little 2-inch pot. Here's another fun update, and this is my string of tears or string of raindrops, and this is another plant baby that I think I purchased the same time as the string of pearls. So I want to say I got this one from Pasadena Rose Bowl Flea Market. Again, all of this is new growth. When I purchased the plant, it probably wasn't trailing at all, but take a look at it. It's so cute. So this plant is living in a terracotta planter, and I'm pretty sure I've had it just as long as my string of pearls. I probably purchased them the same time from the Pasadena Rose Bowl Flea Market. Grandma, what do you think about the beautiful string of teardrops?
So different,
Raindrops.
But yet they're unique in their looks. So it's well kept, well grown.
Yeah, so the string of raindrops or string of tears is super cute. As you can see, it's not like an actual round circle. I like the teardrop vibe to it. And as you can see, lots of new growth. And it's kind of interesting how there's like so many aerial roots already, and it's still such a young plant. So I'll keep you guys updated. Again, I wanted to start small. And as far as for like the string of tears, string of raindrops, I don't think I've ever seen this plant like sold in a 6-inch pot. Like I've always seen it sold in a 2-incher or a 4-incher. So it's kind of interesting to see how mine is growing over the past couple of months. In fact, I haven't really talked about this plant much on my channel, and this is the first time I actually take a really good look on the trails. Like, look at how cute that is. Isn't that such a fun little update, Grandma? Look at all of this is new growth.
Yes, for sure.
So it is a grower. So cute.
Happy plant.
Very cute. Love that. Here is our next shining star. This is my Senecio Jacobsonii, and this lives in my patio, so it is kind of on the dusty side. We're gonna have to give it a cleanup. I had this plant, I think I want to say for about a year now. Catherine and I got ours the same time in West Hollywood, and I love seeing this thing trail on me. Now I know they do turn purple. Has mine turned purple yet? No. Maybe because I don't have it in the sun as much as it should be in, but maybe I'll go ahead and bring it out here so it can get more direct sunlight. As you can see, it's doing really good, and it's actually really nice to do a collective video because I haven't actually moved this plant for a while. It's just kind of been hanging out in my patio, so it's nice to be able to take it out and show some love on the channel. This beautiful Senecio. I'm really interested in seeing how long more it's gonna trail on me. I could easily go ahead and cut from it and fill up the planter. If you look at the underside of the plant, there are a lot of aerial roots, so it'll be super easy to go ahead and take from the plant and put it in water and get some rotter roots. So take a look at that, Grandma. If you look at the underside of the plant, do you see all of the aerial roots? So I could easily just cut from this plant and get more plant babies if I wanted to, but the size of this Senecio is perfect for me. I'm kind of interested, guys. I'm gonna keep you updated because if you look here on the top portion of the plant, there is some purple shining through. I know, I think I actually gave Tanya, is the only plant friend that has babies from this mother plant. It's gonna be fun, Grandma, because Catherine's Senecio Jacobsonii lives inside of her bathroom.
Right.
So I'm kind of interested to see if we put ours side by side, who has the longer trails, because we bought ours at the same time. So it'd be fun because mine lives full-time in my patio and hers lives full-time in her bathroom.
Look longer.
Yeah, take a look at that. So let me know if you have this particular Senecio, and is yours hues of purple or is it like mine, still all green? I love how the aerial roots pop through on the underside of the trails. So in the future, if I ever feel like taking from this plant, maybe it'd be fun to go ahead and propagate in the future. But this is the current setup. It's in a macrame hanger. terracotta planter, which is like the perfect aesthetic, I think, for this particular Senecio. Grandma, what do you think about the trailing jade?
Well, first of all, it looks happy, you know, to give that long,
beautiful trail.
Nice, super long trail. It tells you that they're happy.
Yeah, this has to be like my longest trail right here, and I want to say it's, well, probably about 2 feet long, maybe. Very cute. So here's the next Senecio that I want to share in today's video. This is my variegated string of pearls, which I picked up in Santa Barbara, and I love this plant. It's a rare plant. I've had this plant now for just a couple of months. I picked this up this year, and I've never seen it in person until I purchased this, and I did see it once in the plant show, the plant festival. Somebody was selling it. I don't remember how much they were selling it for, but if I did see this plant ever again, I would want to go ahead and maybe purchase it, only if it was bigger. But I've never seen it sold larger than this. It is a slow grower, but as you can see, it is giving me growth. So it's fun to see the trails come through and all the little area roots. Grandma, what do you think about the variegated string of pearls? It's a rare baby.
Well, we have to give him a chance, and it seems like it's happy too, because
yeah, look at all the little growth. Yeah. Isn't it so cute?
You can tell that whatever it is, it's happy. So give him a chance.
Yeah, so this is a very rare plant. Sound off down below if you have the variegated string of pearls, and where do you keep yours, and is it a common plant in your city? I would like to know. But where I'm at, this is a very rare plant, and I'm really happy that I have it as part of my collection.
Yeah, and they look like watermelon.
Speaking of watermelons, let's go ahead and trade off for my string of watermelons. And this is such a fun update because when I first bought it, none of these trails were popping through. Like, it wasn't trailing at all. All of the big watermelons were originally there, not in the best condition, but all of these guys, all these trails are brand new and new to the collection. So when I seen the string of watermelons, I was like, no way. How cute is that? I've never seen string of watermelons before, so I had to pick it up for the collection. And actually, fun fact, these are 2 string of watermelon plants that I put together in one planter because I knew I wanted a fuller planter, so I picked up 2 and they live together in that cute little terracotta planter. What do you think about the string of watermelons, Grandma?
Well, it's so funny. It's called watermelon, but they're very well have a different shape of.
They all have its different shape and characteristic to it. It's fun. It's a fun plant.
A happy looking plant, really.
Carrie actually has this plant too, recently acquired in her collection. It is slightly bigger than mine, but again, this is another plant I've never seen in person. When I seen this plant, I had to pick up 2 because I've never seen it in person before. So I consider the string of watermelons a rare plant. Sound off in the comments below if this is a common plant for you or is it rare as well. I will keep you posted on this plant baby. In fact, I should have highlighted this one for Pot of Fame for June, but I guess I'll highlight it for the month of July because this is all new trails, which is very fun to see. Here is a little fun Senecio, my variegated wax ivy, and I purchased this from the same plant nursery in Long Beach. And again, another fun Senecio. It's kind of interesting to see how they all have their own characteristics. This planter is from Daiso, Japan, which I have a bunch of, and all of this here is new growth. It was featured in, I believe, my Pot of Fame. It's been featured also, I think, in my top 10. A very fun plant. Again, this is considered rare for me. Never seen this plant in person. I've had it now just for maybe 2 or 3 months or so, but again, all of this is all new growth for me, so I'm interested to see how fast it's going to trail more on me, and what will I do? Will I go ahead and try to propagate it? Will I just leave it as is? I'm kind of interested in seeing the characteristic of the growth. I'll probably end up like staking it up and pulling it on a trellis. Grandma, what do you think about this interesting Senecio?
When you said ivy, I said, wow, this is for sure
a wax ivy.
an unaware plant that you don't see it anywhere except in some nurseries.
No, yeah, I've only seen it once in a nursery, and here it is. The cool thing about this plant is the purple stems. Isn't that super cute, Grandma? How it has purple stems?
Yeah.
Such a fun, interesting plant. So again, I will keep you guys updated, but so far, so good. All of this is new growth here. So it's definitely a grower. This lives full time in front of my bed. And I love looking at it every day. So here's another fun update on my string of dolphins. So I have 2 of them, and this is my string of dolphins that I took to van life. And it's actually doing really great. Like, take a look at it. It's very prominent in growth. It's such a prolific plant. Take a look at that, Grandma. Like the cutest little dolphins. This one is actually doing really good in the plastic planter.
Wow.
How it splits off here. Very cute.
It's so unreal to see these, like, never heard of dolphin.
String of dolphins?
Yes, never.
Yeah, so if you look really good, they look like cute little dolphins. It's kind of interesting to see like both plants living in different kind of planters. Like, this is a terracotta planter, it's breathable. This one is a plastic planter, and I love these planters. This was actually part of my unboxing for my Hoyas that came from Alaska. And I use these planters for van life, and I just decided to keep this particular string of dolphins in here because it's doing so well. Like, look at the trails compared to the one in the terracotta planter. I got this from Belfar, California. Again, another rare plant for me, but an easy propagator. I was able to give part of the plant to Catherine as a thank you, and she put hers in water and it rooted up right away. So easy plant baby to grow. So if I ever wanted to take cuttings from it, and I think I do have a few cuttings in my home propagating in water and in leca balls, and it's doing really good. But like, take a look at how cute these bigger dolphins are. Isn't that adorable? Grandma, what do you think? Do you think it looks better in a plastic white planter or in a terracotta planter?
I don't know. They both look happy in their home, so whichever is chosen, I think it's well likable in their pot.
So either one you'd be okay with?
Oh yeah, sure.
Because I love a good hanging planter, and the fact that it's white, I love it even more. I love the aesthetic of the trails coming down. And again, I could always have this particular one in a macrame hanger too. I think that'd be a fun look. But for now, it's just living, I think, on my vintage plant stand is where it's living. But a lot of growth. So fun update on my string of dolphins. Again, another rare Senecio, which is interesting to think that half of my Senecio collection is rare.
Wow.
So maybe this should be another plant that we propagate. Maybe in the future, guys, we should do propagating Senecios. What do you think, Grandma, for an upcoming planting video?
Why not make more?
Yeah, that'd be fun to do. So maybe I'll dedicate a whole planting with Jewelyn, propagating from my Senecio collection.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Best for last. I don't know why I call it the best, but maybe because of all of its growth, and it's my biggest Senecio. Welcome my beautiful string of hooks. As you can see, it's very traily. And I have this living full-time in my patio. Tanya and Carrie are the only plant friends that have cuttings from this mother plant. And if you watch Tanya's tour for her spring 2019, you see it doing really good in her patio. So this is a giver. I love seeing this Senecio in my patio. I mean, take a look at it. It's crazy. I love it so much. As you can see up close, there are a lot of aerial roots, so I can easily go ahead and cut from it and take from it. I know Catherine already has this plant, so I wouldn't give her any plant babies from this. But again, look, I could just cut here and get a whole new cutting right here. Grandma, what do you think about my string of hooks?
Wow, string of lace.
I'm trying to remember where I got this string of hooks. Maybe from Pasadena Rose Bowl Flea Market. I want to say is where I got it. I love the terracotta macrame setup for it. And this lives very nearby my Hoya compacta. So like lengthwise, I think they're about the same length. which is crazy to think. Now, when I purchased this plant, of course, it wasn't trailing like this. So all of this is new growth. This is definitely a giver. And, you know, senecios are fun to grow because you can see the trails coming through. I will, in the future, go ahead and propagate from this again. But, again, Tanya and Carrie are the only plant friends that have plant cuttings from this particular baby. But that is going to wrap up my Senecio collective video. Thank you, Grandma, so much for hanging out.
Was a pleasure.
Grandma, out of all of the Senecios, which is your favorite?
Ta-da!
Really?
Yeah, this.
So Grandma likes the string of hooks. Why?
Well, because when I look at them, it looks like, how you call that? That lay in Hawaii.
Looks like a...
The green
Miley lay?
Miley. I mean, just glancing, not saying it is.
But you mean just the length of it?
Yes.
The length reminds you of the Miley lay.
Yeah, correct.
They look definitely different, but slightly, you're talking about the trail.
Yes. So for me, I think it's a happy, loving lay plant. Okay,
it reminds you of a lay, basically.
Yeah.
So you like this plant because of its long trails?
For sure.
Okay, yeah. I think out of all of my Senecios, I want to say the string of dolphins are my favorite, and the variegated string of pearls, just because when you look at the details of the plant, it's so unique and interesting.
The way it's
how
designed,
it grows, yeah. So that is going to wrap up today's Jewelyn's collective for my Senecio.
For sure. Very beautiful.
If you guys enjoyed seeing my grandma on the channel, enjoyed seeing another collective video, give this video a big thumbs up. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Support the channel, subscribe. I do daily videos on the channel here every 5 a.m. My grandma is my special guest for the summer, so she'll be appearing on the channel quite often. I love having her here. Thank you, Grandma, so much for hanging out. If you guys enjoyed seeing my grandma, leave a comment down below, because she does read the comments every day, and she always gives the good ones thumbs up. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for hanging out. Happy July, happy 4th of July week, and stay tuned for more upcoming videos featuring my grandma. I think the next video we're going to film together is another cleaning video for our weekly cleaning series. So stay tuned for more plant inspired videos. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. You can find more on my blog at ilovejewelyn.blogspot.com. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California.
Bye.
Bye.